Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Hudson Mills Metro Park for round one, back nine of the Massasauga Open. I'm here in the studio with some familiar voices. Kevin, Chili, gentlemen, how we doing today?
Doing good. Looking forward to getting into this back nine. It's a challenging course. Takes a lot of position shooting. What do you think, Kev?
Yeah, I'm really liking seeing these guys play different aspects of this course. You know, they're taking the backhand routes, they're taking the forehand routes. We've even got different putting styles, so this is really exciting to watch.
Yeah, not just different styles of play. We've got teenagers with some of our most cagey Michigan veterans out here on the same cards. So a lot of exciting stuff to look forward to. Let's just take a quick look at our leaderboard here. There's some familiar names up there.
Looks like a big traffic jam at 4. And here we are at the original hole D. This is a par 3. It's 385 feet. The biggest feature of this hole is going to be the mature tree right here just to the right of the basket as we're coming in. And that pine tree there makes this circle feel very small. Good shots are going to be forehand and backhand, but staying in the short grass is critical.
Yeah, definitely hard to access the green with the guards right around the basket.
Yeah, Luke leading us off here. Luke is sponsored by some of Michigan's finest companies there. You got Discraft, Great Lakes Disc, Mitten Bags. Is that Wolfpack? Is that the other one on there?
I believe so. That's typically the prescribed route there. He just kind of ran out of spin there at the end. It's hard to tell if that was from the wind or not. Marty's trying to go for the right-hand side of this gap that kind of skips in right at that pine tree that's closest to the basket.
Yeah, he got knocked down early there.
I think Darrin's probably going to go for the same line that Luke attempted. Let's see if it can stay up a little longer.
Yeah, and the rough is pretty tall here. Not much danger once you go in there. Really, your only danger is not being able to find it in that tall grass.
That's right. But Darrin kind of showing there that taking that wider shot, a little bit flatter, and it did run out of speed there, but he's still in the short grass.
Oh, Noah put it up just a little too high. Kissed some of those leaves. Doesn't look like any of them were made out of iron, though, so he will make his way up there into the circle.
Yeah.
That is a great shot from Noah there. That ended up hanging on perfectly.
It's always nice to sneak right through like that.
Yep. Marty had a great recovery shot there. He'll clean up an easy par likely. And that's the issue there with just needing to be so far inside of the circle here to get a 2 on this hole. That wasn't a super hard putt on Darrin's part, but there's just not a lot of ceiling to work with.
Yeah, a lot of trouble in your way on the way in.
And Luke, again, probably no farther than 28 feet from the hole. Very difficult putt. Great make.
Yeah, I barely see him back there. Hey, and there's our man, Chili. Rear shotting from the Sasquatch there. He's an elusive cryptid.
Cleanups here from Marty.
Yeah, and a nice birdie from Noah there to take it back to even par on the day. So that's good. This always feel good going from over par back to down to even.
That's right.
Yeah, battled your way back.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at Luke, and he's got great form. Just look at how he releases the disc there.
Yeah, just nice footwork as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Whole original E here is a bit of a shorty at 255 feet, but it's definitely not lacking for technical aspects here. There's a lot of trees and foliage that are directly in front of the basket, so you pretty much have to stay on the left side the entire time.
Yeah, for as short as it is, it's kind of a high-pressure deuce hole.
Absolutely. And that honestly brings a lot of bit of challenge there out. It seems like Luke threw his zone there. That was a good forehand on his part.
Yeah, good play.
You know, with that Firebird he loves so much.
Good flex there. Scooted back in time to stay in the short grass.
Yeah, you know, circle's edge.
Marty's got 3 discs. Choosing between the best one there.
Got to select the iron.
That's right. Darrin's going to go for the tougher backhand, but I like this a little bit better. It helps me control the speed coming into the green. You're never going to be super parked, but you're rarely outside of circle 2.
Oof, just came up a little bit short on that one there.
That was a good putt. He was pretty deep in circle 2 there. Oh, and that's Darren's miss is a little bit high there, too flat, and it gets rejected. That was a good throw and a good putt.
Yeah, and if you're noticing the color change on the bands, the original OG course has the green, the Monster has the blue bands. Oh, an uncharacteristic air ball there from Noah. He's going to have a tough comebacker here.
Does seem to be a little breezy right now. We see a little bit of movement in the trees here.
Yeah, he let that go a little lip up, so sailed on him.
He's got a putt from about the same distance here.
And a beautiful comebacker there. No hesitation, putting with some authority, and cleans it up nicely. And a nice stiff putt there.
Closest drive of the bunch, although it was probably the slowest disc off the tee. And a couple of cleanups for the par here as we roll into hole original F and watch Noah's smooth swing.
Yeah, Mondo original hole.
So it's a 300-foot par 3 here. Again, probably the easiest of the extra holes on the original course. Just the two bushes there. The one on the right's maybe inside the circle. The one on the left is a tree, and it's pretty far outside the circle. These guys are definitely looking to birdie this hole.
Yeah, what's Luke going with, a buzz here, you think?
That's my guess. Nice mid-speed shot with a buzz. Makes life easy. That's definitely a buzz, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Well played.
Kev knows a thing or two about buzzes.
That is an absolute dime from Luke. 300 feet on the nose. Looks like we're going to have an old school Z-Buzz here from Noah as well, who's unaffiliated, sponsored by dogs.
Pitbull.
No?
Something about those 300-foot drop shots, folks. Definitely one to practice.
Marty letting it go a little wide.
Yeah.
He was expecting that to turn a little bit more. I wonder if he felt something in the wind that wasn't quite down there. Just didn't get enough on it. Darren's throwing definitely a sharper shot there. But, similar result. He's definitely going to be inside the circle.
Ooh, Marty overshoots it a bit, but here's putting.
Darrin looking to redeem himself after the last putt.
Yeah, another unfortunate bounce off the basket.
And again, he made the right, he made the right adjustment. He took a little bit off, and it just fell out left on him. The last one was high.
You couldn't really tell it on the camera, but he was tucked a little bit behind that tree.
Oh, okay. I was obstructing his putt a little bit. Had to do a little extra straddle, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice
There you
birdie
go,
there.
Noah.
Luke should have no problems with his birdie putt here.
If we did bullseyes, I think that might be right on the edge there.
Yeah. We'd give it to him.
Mm-hmm. Great shots there from Luke and Noah alike.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say the bullseye has to be that brown underneath the basket there.
On this one specifically.
Yeah, for sure.
It's how you get it, guys.
Now we're getting off the extra holes on original and moving back onto the main course with original 5. It's a par 3, 425-foot hole. Of note, this big dead tree on the right is now gone, so this right-hand backhand shot just got a lot easier to throw. Just a big spike hyzer in here, kind of a bit of a distance check, throw it over 400 feet and let it settle into the basket. These guys are all going to be looking to do this as well.
Yeah, and that dead tree that's gone, a lot of discs found that tree for something with no leaves and limited limbs. It had a real gravitational pull there for something that had been dead for so many years.
There's a reason why it was dead.
Right, it got beat up over the years.
Forgot. No, I'm making the correction on Luke's shot, getting under the canopy there, making sure he's got enough speed to carry it into the circle, and honestly a little bit deep. That's the play, though.
Yeah, he's got a putt there.
I'm already throwing something a little bit straighter just to try to hit that gap, get around these bushes in that final tree. That's just perfect.
Good play. Yeah, this right to left wind is definitely fighting the discs a little bit.
That seems to be, yeah, again, perfect.
Yeah.
Pulled that at the right height, had enough spin to hold it right long enough. That was a great shot from Darrin. Luke kind of had the main miss that you're gonna have if it's gonna be on this hole, but
Wow, long birdie putt there.
he's feeling
Very well done.
he's feeling hot enough with the putter that he doesn't really mind any of the misses off the tee, and he's just gonna do it afterwards.
Yeah, I like his swagger. It's just calm and made the putt.
Yeah, he's got some moxie, as they say, especially for
Yeah.
such a young man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well said.
If you're feeling good like that, you don't need to run into the basket. You can just walk away from your explosion.
We'll see if Noah can keep the fire going from the last hole.
Breeze is still up a little bit, as you can see in the background.
Ooh, just squeaks it over that top band. And well done. Noah's clawing his way back here nicely on the back half.
Marty's drive was excellent. Probably, almost the closest. Seems like Darrin got his a couple steps there inside. These guys really showed how to play this hole. Luke showed how to play it if your drive hits the first tree, and the other guys showed how to drive it.
Yeah, it's not hard when you can just bang 45 footers on the regular.
That was a great drive.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect placement. Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Well done, gentlemen.
So now we're going to go off of the main track of the original course. And we are going to go play the other direction, which is original hole 4. It's also a par 3 at 425 feet. Again, you really need to stay off of these pine trees here on the left, so you want to try to have something that's going to hold straight long enough to get you to this mature tree on the right, get yourself a chance at a putt. This is kind of a distance check depending on the wind. If the wind is up at all, you're going to have a challenge getting something over 400 feet in the center.
Yeah, the undulation of this hole definitely comes into play too.
Absolutely.
It does. You can see that little valley just barely off of our tee shot here.
Yeah, see how that pulled right? You kind of clear that first hump, and it kind of sucks a right-handed hyzer towards the right-handed rough.
Yeah, absolutely. And at 480 feet, it's one of those holes where even if you do get one down the center, it's easy to feel like you're going to have one and have a putt, and then it falls out of the sky and you're 60 short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a little early on the release there, maybe thought he was going to get more turn on that. He might be looking at an obstructed upshot here.
Here's a boom from Marty.
Oh, yeah.
Confidently flipped that over the center there, keeping himself away from all of the problems, biting off most of the distance of the hole. He's going to have an easy 3.
Darrin sent one out there nicely. Hopefully it checks up there.
Seems like that was a bit of a layup, though. He was just trying to keep that one in the middle, not trying to go for too much.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you there.
Nice touch shot from Luke to keep that under the tree.
And Darrin just laying one up.
Yep.
Going to secure the par.
Yeah, routine there.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where, if you get the absolute best drive of the day, you're really feeling one, you can maybe try to get a 2 on this, but late in the round, you're probably just wanting to get a nice 3 on this and not go the wrong way.
Oh, Marty had a chance for 2.
Yeah, Noah found himself in a little trouble again here.
This does happen a lot on the original course, though. It's worth noting that, there are just so many times when you can be in the circle and not have ideal footing or, have obstructions of some kind.
Oh,
what a comeback.
And
just drops down.
In the wind.
Lifted up on him a little bit much, but dropped right down into the bucket. Well done, sir.
Great putt there from Noah.
Yeah, he's feeling good now. A little swagger in the walk.
Bunch of pars and
behind the back. Mitten bag flip there. He's having fun now, guys. You love to see it.
Keep him warm.
Another shot of Luke there.
Making sure he keeps the disc back the whole time. So here we are at original hole A. We're working our way back around on the combo course. This hole is 300 feet and has gotten a little bit easier every year as the storms kind of keep on winning out. It's slightly downhill, so the challenge here is going to be making sure that you keep it close enough to give yourself an easy putt.
Yeah, you got to get it down there and then slow down on the landing so quickly.
Luke illustrating the kind of best practices on this hole is kind of to throw it at that pine tree with something a little bit stable that is going to come out before it hits it.
Yeah, fade in and just park it. He was a little low, but I think he got in there for edge of the circle.
I don't think Marty with a buzz in his hand here.
Old school. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, doesn't get much better than that.
What a
Nestling it under.
dime.
A little curling slide action almost hits the pin.
Perfect shot from Marty there.
I love those ones that just hover right up there in the short grass.
Darrin throwing the flex with something a little bit faster. I like that shot too. Kind of make sure that you avoid all of the elements of this hole.
Luke for his birdie try. Oh.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a weird breeze coming through right now. These guys have been really getting comfortable putting, and then all of a sudden it seems like these guys are kind of having a challenge down here.
Yeah, and something just went wrong there with Darrin's putt. Just came out of the hand weird. Never had a chance.
I think we're ready to putt in the wind now for some comebackers. Obviously, Marty's gonna have the closest lie there. Collect his two shortly.
Luke just cleaning up for par there.
Yeah, these guys would probably like to have this hole back. Probably should have saw some twos, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
The tiniest bit of frustration there from Luke, but he's moving on, ready to attack the next hole already.
Yeah, Marty cards our solo birdie on the hole.
What a shot.
Oh, yes.
Well deserved there.
Here's a shot of Marty. He's one of the longest throwers in our area and sponsored by Discraft for a long time.
Very cool. Here we go on hole original B. This is a 400-foot shot that kind of features these two large mature trees and this one rock right in the center.
Yeah, similar to the monster hole across the street here. We won't see that on the day, but it's just got that iconic characteristic rock right in the middle of the fairway.
Yep. If you're not going to go for that center shot, you'll see some power players will actually throw past and to the right of this right tree and try to throw a very sharp hyzer in at the end, but it takes quite a bit of distance to pull that off.
Yeah, also fun fact, I was stung by 3 yellow jackets last time I played this hole. Kevin, you were there.
There are bees.
There. No, bees are cool. They were yellow jackets.
Somebody grab the EpiPen.
Yeah, no, I'm all right. I get stung all the time.
Got Noah lining up a flat shot here. That's right in the area where you want to have it, just coming in just side of that tree in the rock.
Yeah.
Great
And
shot.
that's just Noah showing his experience on this course. This guy's got a lot of reps around this track.
He sure does.
Darrin
This one might have turned over a bit, but had the elevation to fade back and just came up a little short. He's going to have a low ceiling to putt through those trees.
Speaking of low ceiling, Luke's got a real challenging putt here.
Oh, and yeah, he just misaligned there. Ran right into that tree on the left. And yeah, he just kind of conceded to his bogey there.
Yeah, I think we've got a bit of a tailwind here coming in, and these guys are not getting much flight on these putts. And Noah's got the benefit of being closer than everyone.
Yeah, so Noah's clawing his way back in here after a rough front 9.
Absolutely.
But that was to be expected.
Yeah, we got ourselves a bit of a ball game here, folks.
Yeah, Noah bagging the only birdie on the hole.
Well,
And I believe that's Luke's first bogey on the day. So yeah, things getting a little tighter here on our feature card after that. So
It's a shot of Noah ripping it.
full extension. All the way.
even in slow motion, he's got some serious arm speed.
Back onto some temporary holes. Here we have T4 coming in at 420 feet, featuring one of these concretes that's going to roll all the way down to the right, and behind it, you basically just want to put one in play here. You can see the circle is kind of mowed here in this circular pattern here. And I'd say the backside edge is maybe, 25 feet?
It's definitely inside circle 1. It definitely shortens the circle for you. And I'm going to go ahead and say that these are river roads because they're not made out of concrete, guys.
All right, we got a river road here on this hole. Noah's showing how low you want to keep it below these multiple sets of branches that you've got to carry to make it to the hole, but a little too low there.
Yes. Yeah. He probably wishes he could have that one back.
The ideal shot plays the OB a long way.
I'm surprised not see these guys play all the way down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like these trees are so limiting on that side.
Yeah, it's worth being noted. Right of the road is not OB.
Yeah, you can throw far right and be in bounds. But typically on the right-handed backhand, you're either going to be well left or you're going to hit and sit in the creek road.
I'm just messing with you. We can call it whatever you want. Yeah, nice little family gathering over there. I hope they got to witness some good shots. It's always fun to see people who don't know what disc golf is just experience like a beautiful shot. You know, even when the few times I've played with, you know, my buddies who don't play, you know, like a 300-foot drive just blows their mind. They're like, oh man, I'm like, yeah, you should see some of the guys I know.
It'll spark some interest.
Right.
You're telling me those aren't grills?
Yeah, I have heard a few horror stories about people using baskets as.
Wow. Luke with the long outside circle putt there. He actually had that. He had that wind read about right. He almost swung that right into the chains there.
Yeah, just about dialed it up.
But that's going to be it for the excitement on this hole, hopefully. And we'll just have a bunch of pars.
Yeah, you can see the trees moving back there, showing how much wind.
Yeah, the wind is absolutely up, and that was affecting those really low tee shots for sure. And this angle is also really good at showing, you know, if you do really get a hold of one, you may be outside back.
Yeah.
And it's possible to throw one deep here. You know, I've seen a lot of really fantastic shots and in the circle and be out of bounds.
Yeah, an unfortunate bogey there on hole 17 of the day for Marty.
So back on to Monster 18. This is the finishing hole for the Monster course, and it is a monster of a drive. If you're trying to get down onto the circle, you have absolutely got to put one so high in the sky and put a tremendous amount of spin on it so that it doesn't end left in the pond that you can just barely not see out of view here. The best shots here are going to be huge flexing backhands from these right-handed.
Yeah, it is a very well designed and difficult hole. A 3.5 par if there ever was one.
Yeah, as it's grown over the years, there's a lot of trouble on this hole.
It's gotten harder, let's put it that way. They've also introduced a bit of a layup area here. So I think, we're going to see Darrin throwing for this kind of just straight shot layup area here where you can just toss it over the bridge and look for an easy 3 if you're trying to stay away from trouble. Luke Taylor says, I love trouble. Definitely had the distance on it there, but he's showing what happens if you don't get enough spin on it. It will end left. His is actually probably short of the water, so he may actually be inbounds with some wood sticking.
It looks like Marty hit the line right over the bridge. Came up a little short, but he did clear the hazard.
Yep, that's kind of the shape of the hole when you do it successfully.
Yes.
Looks like Darrin was actually a little bit too far left to access the layup zone.
Yeah, that's what's tricky about laying up on this hole is it's a very fine technical shot. You got to land.
Noah throwing a big hyzer spike up shot. And it looks like it looked out for him. That's definitely circle's edge, well within his range.
Worked out for him there. And it seems like Luke's shot actually got up pretty far here.
Ooh, and that was making a great run. Looks like he got one of those infamous iron leaves and kicked it down. Yeah, there's Marty with a little lean out up shot. Looks like he executed just the way he wanted.
A great shot from him there. Here's Darrin's up shot. So he actually had to go around the layup zone. I think he's probably pretty fortunate to not be wet right now. Traditionally, that would be pond.
Yeah, we have had a dry season, and that's worth being noted.
Yeah, surprisingly, they didn't make that OB. Normally, that's all roped OB over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roped or at least, water OB, right?
Oh, and another band.
It's kind of dope.
And those Innova bands are big, and they are magnetic. Mm-hmm. That big, wide band really sucks you in. An unfortunate bogey to end the day, but he did clean up his back 9 here.
Some nice par cleanups. Par feels good on this hole. There's a bogey there for Darrin, unfortunately, but yeah, this one can definitely be par gets strokes on folks.
All right, guys. Well, that is the end of round 1. We are 18 holes in the book. 18 more to go. We'll see a couple new faces. Cody Sears with a 2-stroke lead, and then we'll have a 3-way tie for second place. So, yeah, guys, it's been a beautiful day out here at Hudson Mills. Excited to get back for round 2. Guys, you want to add anything before we get going?
Yeah, we got some hot action going into the next round, so come check it out.
Yeah, these guys played some shredder golf today. The baskets didn't necessarily agree with how well they were throwing, but anybody who watched could clearly see that these guys were putting on a show for us, so that was great to see.
Yeah, definitely some of the play was better than the final score says, but sometimes it has to look good on paper too. But hey guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and in the meantime, get out and throw, because you never know where your next throw may take you.